And I lost the wrench. Hello and welcome to the second part of the ACC installation, programming and enjoying of the ACC system. During this past weeks, I've received a lot of messages asking me, when is this video gonna come out? Well, here it is. There are a few things that I had to go through to get this working, and it was not easy. One of them is the airbags. As you know, they blew up mid-process of it. However, the coating that I did worked flawlessly. Luckily for me, it finished coating before they blew up, so I'm good with that, and hopefully that never happens to you. It's a horrible experience. Now we're gonna tidy up all here because, well, right now it's just kind of like put in place, and there are things that I'm not happy with from previous installations, like this one that is the CAFAs, and this is for the parking assist. That is not necessarily looking pretty as I would like to, so I'm gonna just tidy all this up. And oh my god, I welcome you to my personal hell, which is lifting out this carpet. Oh my god, yeah, lifting this carpet is painful. All right, okay, we're getting there. Uh-oh, I just shaved a little bit of carpet in there. Oh well, this is where I'm gonna go down into this duct, which goes across this thing, and it comes out somewhere there to join that thing. I'm not gonna be able to show you this on camera because it's a pin, but you get the gist, right? Or maybe I can actually show you on camera. Oh yeah, I can. Yeah, so it's that duct that goes there, and maybe eventually comes out up there. All right, I'll do this off camera for sure. So if you're a neat freak like I am, there's this sleeve that all the cables go there, and then they come out this way, and then you find that spaghetti mess there. That's where I would go. And one more time for your viewing pleasure, here is the diagram. This is where the ICM connects to the front radar in the bumper. Remember, those are twister cables that go all the way from the radar to the ICM in front of the handbrake in the center console. These are the new plugs that I'm going to replace. The one that they were broken. One of them was broken for the what's it called, the PDC sensors, and the other one is the one responsible for the parking assist sensors. So I'm just gonna replace this, and everything is gonna look perfect. So as I explained earlier, I need to replace this plug because it's completely mangled with these new ones, and I'm gonna create this other one for the PDC, for the parking assist, and put it into two different plugs so they can connect into this butte right here. All right, let's do this. Plugs ready, looking great. So now we're just gonna plug them where they belong, and we can close this up. There we go, all pretty. First thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna remove the steering wheel, and you know, the usual, your T20 screwdriver on the tiny holes here. Unplug the battery. That is probably you're tired of me saying it, but very important. So 16 millimeter, and just go with it. And plug this thing here, and there we are. Out with the steering wheel. Oh, nope, not yet. I forgot to unplug that one down there. With this, to the lab. Okay, so the first thing we're gonna do with the steering wheel is we are going to put this new set of buttons, which have the buttons for the automatic, geez, I keep calling it automatic, for the adaptive cruise control. And they're different from this one that I have a limiter here. But this is okay because this comes from an 5 series. And these are actually the ones for the F30, 32 and all that chassis. Another thing that I'm going to do is I am going to replace the plastic cover with the leather one. And now the steering wheel will be all leathery. Looks much better, right? So let's do that first. So you might be asking yourself, how do I remove this? Not easy. It's really a battle against these clips that are on the sides, that you have to pry them up. And oh my God, prepare for a battle because they are tough to open up. So either if you don't feel comfortable doing this, send them somewhere to be prepared for you, because yeah, it is a fight and a half. So what I did was I put a screwdriver right in there, and then I pried it open towards the opposite side. I couldn't film it because it was a lot of force, and it was just a struggle. So yeah, if you don't feel comfortable, send it to somebody that can do it for you, or avoid doing it at all. And the plug thickens. Once you remove that, have your base, which you have this plastic cover underneath, and the explosive moves, so be careful not to move it around. And then you have the actual bag. So the bag is inside this thing, which I will remove and put it in the new cover, trying not to move it around. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put a marker here on this tab here, on the other one, so I know that it's where the M more or less is, and that hole has to go there. One thing I have noticed is, like, if you see on the original one, you have those tabs there and they're melted down, and in these tabs are all up, and I'm gonna have to like put them down and then melt this plastic so it looks exactly like the original one. So I kind of melted the plastic and made it look like the original, so exactly the same, right? I'm just gonna clean it up a little bit with a Dremel tool and come back. That's a little bit better. Not 100% perfect, but I won't have shrapnel flying in my face. So let's put the airbag in and assemble the whole thing. And here we are, back as we started. Oh my God, what a fight. But look at that, looking so good. And the leather looks amazing. Hopefully this will be the last time that I'm removing steering wheel parts. And also, if you remember, last time I forgot to order this thing, which goes right here. This insulating thing. I don't know exactly what it does, but you know, it's supposed to go there, so I'll just put it there in assembly. And if you guys want to watch the full disassembly of the steering wheel when I restore the leather, you can look it up there somewhere. And yeah, check that one out. In case you're wondering what is the part number for this, this one is 6131-7849-406, but these are for the F32 specifically. 5 series and the 2 series and even the X series, they have the same kind of setup, but they are different. So make sure you find the right part number for whichever platform you guys have. Since this is the last time I hope I'm opening this steering wheel, I'm gonna put some thread locker on all the screws that I just removed. Next on the menu, it is time to do the thing that I was not so excited to do, and it's going to be about the ABS pump. So we're gonna have to take this thing out. 2 bolts here, and somewhere way in there is the other one. And here's the other pump. So as you see, it says ACC. And you're probably wondering why I'm not giving you the part number for the pump or the ICM. Well, these are definitely very specific to your own car, so do your research. Okay, first thing, let's ready this area for spills. So I'm gonna fill it with lots of this shop towels. Oh, by the way, you need one of these 11mm wrench to undo those things. And now it's stuck. Okay, no. All right, so with a flat head, put it under the tab, pull this little thing up, and this releases the plug. Theoretically, but of course, there we go. Now, 10mm bolt here and somewhere down there. I should have put the towels after. So you just see that there's one way down there. Yeah, so it's down there. Where the heck is the other one? No, the other two seems that they are only grommets. That I guess this thing just comes out. So to avoid spillage, I saw in another YouTube channel somebody that used this closet-made plugs, you know, for the tips, and we're gonna cover the brake lines with these things to avoid having much spillage. So we're just gonna plug these things in. And I lost the wrench.
A few moments later.
Found the wrench. So while you watch me struggle with this, there are a couple of things that I want to make clear about the DSC pump. You can get away with the MK100 and code it to work as the ACC pump. However, I totally do not recommend doing this because I don't know if that pump has the same values as pressures, I mean physically, than the one that it's actually done for the ACC. I don't think it's just software. There has to be some sort of hardware inside the pump that makes it work for the ACC. So I would stay clear from there.
Now we need to move the brake lines out of the way. Yes. We have the heart. Kalima. Kalima.
Alright. Oh shit. I'm spilling brake fluid all over the car. Now with this thing out, we're gonna replace the bracket, put in the new pump.
Well, the spillage wasn't as bad as I thought it would be.
I really thought I was gonna be dealing with an Exxon Valdez kind of situation, but no, there's one drop of brake fluid that it's way down there, and I don't know if I'm gonna be able to reach it to clean it up, but you know, I might lose a finger or two, but I got other 9. I'm gonna have to amputate that finger. That's not coming out. Oh god. Okay. Ow, ow. New pump installed, and I'm gonna put it back in.
Ta-da!
It's so beautiful. And this, ladies and gentlemen, concludes the installation of the ABS pump. Now all that's left to do is code. So let's do that. Okay. The time has come to go this shit. We'll break some stuff. Here we are. All right, so first, when you start this, there's gonna be a massive amount of errors and problems saying that nothing is probably gonna be working. Like, yeah, we have brake systems, the steering wheel locked, ABS, nothing is gonna work, the adaptive malfunction as you see there. Well, anyway, parking assist, airbags. There's gonna be a massive amount of stuff. So don't be scared. That's just normal. And we need to code everything to the car. Like you see, basically nothing works right now. Telling me to call support. So yeah. Okay. Headlamp. Oh my god, yeah, nothing works. TPMS. All right. Okay. So let's fix all these problems. We're going to connect your ICOM as usual. And yes. Stop annoying me. Go to expert mode, and we're gonna use the usual stuff. So go to coding, read the car, look for the look for modules, etc. Okay. Now we're gonna read the ECUs to see what we find. Okay, so ECUs. We have not changed the AC. We have changed the ICM and the DCS. So those two are the ones that we are going to code in. All right, so we have here the DCS, and we are just gonna code with the default values here. Now that has been done, we are gonna look for the ICM, and by the way, here the FRR, that's our front camera. Our front radar that we are also going to code with defaults. Okay. Everything is going well. Now this one, if you notice here, there's no CAFD file. So before we can code it, we are going to load one. So we're just going to detect one. And right now we know that we are coded somewhere in between the 2017, because the module was from that time, but we're just gonna pick up the latest that we have available. So it's this one, and we're just gonna inject that in, and it's gonna appear like that. Now that we have this on, we're gonna code it also to defaults with our FA that it's active here, and we'll see what happens. So now some of the things have gone back to normal, some others are still appearing here. Now what we need to do is clear out most of these errors to see what comes back and what stays. Still asking me to call the number, it's an emergency. All right, so from 14 we come down to 5. 2 ways to clear the errors. My personal favorite, just to make sure that everything is working well and knowing what's going on, I disconnect from here, knowing that I have, actually before disconnecting, I'm gonna read again the ECUs. and I see that this is now injected and it's good there. So now I'm gonna disconnect and I'm gonna open ISTA, and as usual we're gonna read the car data. Oh my god, this is like watching paint dry. I'm gonna cut it here and I'll show you when it's done. All right, so here's our little Christmas tree, but we have nothing in red, which is great. And now we have the ACC right here, which is the radar. So I guess we're going in the right direction. Now let's display all the errors that we have, and there's a whole slew of things here. Oh my god, I've never seen so many errors. Anyway, let's clear them all. Okay, so now we have reduced it quite considerably, the number of errors, and most of things are green now. Our radar is green, that is okay. The ICM is not programmed correctly because we need to change the option code for stop and go cruise control instead of the other one. And this one basically influenced this one influenced this one, and this one is, yeah, and all the yellow ones are influenced somehow. Even the parking assist, it's yellow just because these two guys are not properly corrected. Even the CAFAS is out of whack, so we'll just code in the right code number. Now I know that you're excited to go out and try this thing and code and all that stuff, but this note is very important. If you miss any of these steps, you actually have the risk of having an accident because something that was easily preventable. So before you do anything to take the car outside, do this. So we are going to modify delete 544, and we're going to add 5DF. Which is for the ACC. Now we do this, save it, and then we're gonna go back. Yes, we're gonna load this, and we are going to write this on the ICM. So lesson of the day, you can never be too careful. So I unplugged the battery. I did all the things that I needed to do. And the only thing I didn't do is lock this down, right? So I left this thing like just like that. And when I did that, my belt got caught into this, and unfortunately it flipped up like that onto the side, and guess what happened? This just happened. So yeah, side quest now. Oh boy, why? Anyway, see you there. Remember that always once you coated the car, you have to turn it off, go outside, completely unplug all the battery chargers, whatever you have, let it go to sleep for at least 10-15 minutes. Come back in and delete all the errors with ISTA or with any other reader that you have. And I highly recommend that you use E-SYS for this. I don't have any experience with any other coders like Beamer Code or you know, all the other ones that are around. And I don't know if they're like certain limitations or I don't know, but there's some people that have had issues with this other programming tools. So it's just better that you stick to E-SYS and ISTA, which are the most robust ones to carry this kind of alterations in the code of the car, the BO, the programming, and all that stuff. So yeah, with that said, let's see what's up. Let's talk about airbags. So they have been deployed, and I have removed the pins, not pins, but like brackets or some kind of like clips that hold this into this. I'll show you more on detail how you take this out. It's not that hard. And now on this side, I am removing the actual explosive. So I had to drill one rivet out. As you see there, these are aluminum rivets, so they're quite easy to do with a good drill bit. And I think I got a 1/4 of inch to drill that out. And I'll do the same on this side. Yeah, it should be easy to do. Just one more rivet, disconnect this thing, and slide this out. Oh, and this thing stayed in. Interesting. Okay, I need to remove that. On the other hand, look at my beautiful wiring from previous retrofits. See, now I got the chance to actually redo this the way it is intended to be. This is the one that I left loose, so I can just attach it next to it and I won't have any rattling. And this thing is loose. What happened here? Huh. Well, this is good. This is good news. I get a chance to revisit stuff. Because also I noticed that in the front, I have that problem with the CAFES wire. So might as well as take the opportunity and do everything right. So there's silver lining on everything. Expensive, but well, just be careful when working with airbags, battery, and yeah. All right, back to the drawing board. So the airbags. Here's the thing about the airbags. When I called my local dealer or local dealers, they all told me it will take about like maybe 3 weeks because they are in back order, and well, you know, I was hopeful. Well, that didn't happen. It took 6 months for me to get the airbags, and I was annoying them every single day after the 3rd week. And it was just, I don't know. Honestly, I think that they send these airbags to be weaved in the top of a mountain in the Himalayas by a blind nun, or I don't know what, but it took forever to get them. The install of the airbags is simple. Just do it backwards as to when you remove them. And the only thing that could go wrong is that sometimes the plugs that go into the what's it called, the explosive part of the airbags, sometimes it melts. Luckily for me, that didn't happen, so I was just able to unplug and plug them back in, and it was just fine. So yeah, look at the results. Alrighty. Okay, now look at this. Look how much cleaner it looks when there are no wires dangling. So yeah, that looks much better. I mean, it's nothing. Might not mean much to anyone, but it does means to me. Because now this looks like this was done by a professional circus clown. This circus clown. Here we are. I'm gonna install this here. First thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put the rivets here where I attach the airbag pyrotechnic whatever thing. Oh, glue. Huh. Well, anyway, so I'm just gonna put it on the pillar and follow through on the line. Rivet gun, rivet, one in the chamber. So how am I gonna do this first? I'm gonna put the center or the pyrotechnic thing first. There are two rivets that go here and here. Secure the clip. Yes, you're wondering, these are the rivets. They have a very large base, not like any rivets I've seen before. Don't forget to put your caps, those plasticky things. All right, let's keep moving towards the front. That was a close call with the windshield. Oh god, that would have been fun. No, no fun at all. Oh my god, that was a close one. All right, so all that is left to do is to plug these things, but we'll do that. I still have these dummy things here to avoid the airbag error. So I'll remove this. First I'll unplug the battery and then finish this thing. Oh, finally. Wow, that took a while. All right, it's done though. Here it is on perfect work. So we have the thing and the car is doing everything by itself. This is scary. Okay, now this is good. This is all good. We are going to the traffic and I'm not braking or putting my, okay, I'm gonna put my foot near the pedal because yeah, this is scary. I don't know if it's gonna work. Okay, stop. Oh, it stopped. It stopped. Ooh, and now it's going. Oh my God. This is great. Now I have time to play my Sudoku in the traffic. All right, cool. Okay, let's see. Oh yeah, it stopped by itself. Yeah. Oh my God, focus, stupid camera. So, see, it is working. It is working. Ah, yeah, it worked. Stopped. Okay. We are at a full stop. The engine just went off. And, oh, the engine went on. Oh, and it's telling me to press on the gas. Okay, so if the engine goes off, it doesn't start by itself, but now it's going. It's going. Let's see. Yeah, it's going. And now with these two buttons, I can set the distance if I want it closer or farther away from the other car. Want it very close, so I don't people cutting in front of me. And okay, we're going. And now we stop. Okay, now it stopped. Okay, we're good. Okay, let's see. Now we came to a little stop and the car is now going again. Awesome! All right, we did it, ladies and gentlemen. I'm so happy. Yay. And there you are. Done. So go out and enjoy this thing as much as you can. If you live in traffic, if you don't live where areas with high traffic, well, it's kind of pointless, but it's still kind of cool to have it, you know? So anyway, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.